Alright, so I'm out hunting for a stave to make a bow out of this willow here. And I'm looking for a piece about 1.5 inches in diameter. And I think I have a good prospect right here. So, you can see I can get my hand a little bit, quite a ways around it. I have about a 5-inch spread there, so I'm thinking it's, about 2 inches in diameter, maybe a little less than that. So I'm gonna take it at the very base to get the heavy side of it. And looking down it, pretty happy with it. So just coming with me, boys. Here's a grove of the bamboo or cane that I've been collecting and making my Atlatal arrows out of. Gonna get a good grip full of them today for our primitive skills and weapons class coming up this year. All about collecting resources for an upcoming primitive skills and weapons class, collecting some Atlatal darts and whatnot, but figured it's always good to keep your skills up off the landscape for bow drill. So found this piece of downed cottonwood, and it looks like the tinder isn't too far gone. The wood looks nice, barkless. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this and give it a go. Cottonwood here that I just harvested, and if I put it to I'm pretty sweaty, so especially on my face, but it feels really dry. Putting it to the inside of my arm, it's not as much sweat, and it does feel pretty dry and relatively light. So I'm gonna work with this, and then this inner bark of the willow, or inner bark of the cottonwood, also makes a fantastic tinder bundle as long as it's not too decomposed. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick for you guys and see if this is gonna be what I need to start for my tinder bundle. So I'm just gonna take off all this outer bark. And I'm just gonna fluff this up. I'll get all this crap out of it. I just want the big fibers, basically. When I'm doing a bow drill, especially when I'm doing it all off the landscape, the last thing I want is for my tinder bundle to be inadequate. So rather have it big than small. And give you guys a close up of this. You can see that it's just really fibrous. So that's going to be my bird's nest. And now I'm going to get to working on the set. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to maybe take the hearth board and the spindle off this. Otherwise I'll find another section or something to make the spindle out of, so stay tuned. Hey, it's feeling really good, guys. Not gonna bore you with all my whittling here, but here's my initial piece. Gonna go ahead and get my hearth board and spindle hopefully out of this. Hey guys, well, I have my spindle. Didn't have enough material, so I had to go collect it, but got a spindle made here. And of course, you got the rounded top, right? And sharp end. And I like to keep these low. I might even do it a little lower than that. These shoulders, just so that it doesn't shoulder out and basically start creating a lot of friction at the top. Got my hearth board cut out. Gonna cut out the front side so hopefully you guys can see as the ember comes out. And using bank line for my cordage this time. I actually prefer paracord. I know a lot of people like the bank line, but I'm gonna try the bank line this time as opposed to the paracord, just to switch it up a bit. Piece of eucalyptus. So I have been successful using the same type of materials for both the or basically for all parts of it, the hearth board, the spindle, and the top rock, but it definitely does create, you know, dig in a lot quicker into the top rock when you're doing that. This is a piece of green eucalyptus, and so one thing I like to do is, and Cedric on YouTube was the one that kind of turned me on to doing this, was I like to switch my divots just every couple minutes, or just about every time I start and stop drilling, just so that I'm always in a clean socket that is not going to shoulder out as fast. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a few holes here real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and burn in. So I like to burn in basically the spindle width in from the border, or just shy of that, and I'll show you what I mean by that here. So you can see here's the spindle. I want at least a quarter of it going through the bottom, showing exposed, so it can heat the coals. So I'll put it just like that, and right where the end is I will mark, and that's going to be where I'm going to make my hole to burn in. So let's give that a quick try here, and I'm going to reposition the camera, get you guys a closer view for as I do this work. Alright, it's going to burn in here. Lots of flies today, guys. Yeah, all right with that. Busted out of my top hole, but no big deal. I got three more to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this notch out, sharpen this down again, and get ready. slippage already. Don't like that. Whew. Flies definitely add to the complexity here. My board seems slightly tilted here, guys. Readjust these big hunks of stuff out of there. All right, let's give it another whack. You can see that one to just jump immediately out of that spindle, huh? Or out of the hole. Gonna have to reassess here for a second. I think because of the way I started it, the hole is at an angle. So I'm not even going to waste my time on that hole and just make another notch real quick, or another hole. So stay tuned. I'll carve another one out here real quick. Here goes another try, guys. Another hole. Make sure we're in view here. We are. And another go. Fill the notch and then go for speed, right, guys? Slipping. Ah, shit. Huh, looks like I might have got it already. Sure did, guys. Gonna put this other stuff with it. Let the coal get hard together. It's easy, pretty easy this round. Go ahead and get you guys. Sit up here. Transfer that coal. Nice. Happy with that, guys. Hope you're out there getting dirty this weekend.